It's Operation Babble with Myke Shrews. It's pop culture, music, movies, TV too. It's time to explore life. It's Operation Babble time.
Another Mortal Kombat? Really? How many more are we gonna get?
I mean,
7.
100.
Ugh.
I think my number
every
is
decade, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello, boys.
How's you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Get this
Alive.
microphone a little closer to me here today. All right. Oh, geez. Okay, we're really slow today, or at least I am.
I'm slow
we took
every
last
day.
week off, so welcome back to Operation Babble. If you're new, thank you. Like us, hate us. Please share us. Please do that. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to find us on the socials, you can find us on Facebook.com/OperationBabble or Twitter @OperationBabble. And you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/OperationBabble. And if you want to email us and tell us how much you hate us, you can email us at operationbabble@outlook.com. With that said, boys, what's been up?
I was told that I needed to watch this Mortal Kombat movie, but technically I watched it before both of you, so I didn't have to be told.
I was going to watch it anyway.
Now my HBO Max has been getting some legwork lately between Godzilla, this, and then I decided to just start watching all the DC. Like I would just search DC.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just watched like all the old like DC animated movies and stuff like that, and then I finally watched Mortal Kombat Legends. Which
is that the cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Scorpion heavy. So I might make some comparisons to the live action movie that just came out.
Okay.
It's kind of weird that the reason this movie came about was because that I don't know if you guys saw it, that online short film Mortal Kombat Rebirth, which was not Mortal Kombat and had actual big name actors in it doing favors for some person filming it. But
I mean, Legacy did the same thing.
Was it Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whichever one it is, the short film one that disappeared from the internet, like completely. You can't watch it.
It got season 2. You can buy it on Blu-ray because I got both parts of it.
It's out of print, but
no, you can get it on Amazon still, man.
Because I don't know sure it's that one.
Yeah, so I just bought the second one when I was watching the first one and realized, oh, fuck, there's 2 parts to this.
So Rebirth and Legacy are 2 different things? Or
apparently it turned into Legacy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know it by Rebirth.
Oh, yeah. No, you can totally still get it. I just bought a 3-pack that had all 3 of the Mortal Kombats on it.
They actually filmed a 3rd season for that.
Really?
Well, it would be nice if I got to see it.
Someone has it. Who knows where it is?
It's going to be like the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. It's just going to drop on the internet one of these days. No, I watched Legacy. I think I talked about it before on the show, but I enjoyed it to the point where I was pissed when I realized that the 3rd one was never coming out ever. Because they ended on such a cliffhanger and you're just like, well, fuck you. You're finally getting to the tournament and now we're going to end? What the hell, dude? Yeah, it was annoying.
Gotta love that sequel bait.
Yeah. According to the people on it, they did film either majority of or the entirety of season 3. So
well, maybe instead of the whole restore the Snyderverse, we can go restore the Mortal Kombat Legacy verse.
Oh, God.
Doesn't flow off the tongue very well, but still.
Just do #Mortal Kombat. Confuse people. Don't know what you're talking about.
Which one? There's 15 of them.
But yeah, this new one just recently came out. Again, like John, I've been watching a bunch on HBO Max. I watched New Mutants, which I want to talk with some people about. So if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. So we can do that. I'll rewatch it too. So, and then I rewatched finally Dark Phoenix the other night, and I don't hate it as much as I remember hating it. So that's a good thing.
I just realized I have 3 days to watch Godzilla vs. Kong.
It's coming off already?
Yeah, it leaves this week.
That's weird.
I think by the time this episode comes out, it's gone.
Why would they do that?
Because they're the theater runs. They only get like a month in on HBO Max right now. It's a temporary.
Unless you're Justice League.
Oh.
Well, Justice League wasn't a theater run. It wasn't part of that. It's technically considered the HBO Max original.
Oh.
The Snyder cut, anyway.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna watch Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman was taken off. Wonder Woman 84. Because we just wanted to watch something dumb. and we realized it's not on HBO Max anymore. I was like, fuck, they already took it off. This means I have to pay if I want to watch something dumb, and I don't want to do that right now.
That happened to my brother-in-law too. He didn't realize that they were only on there for a month. He went to go watch it, and it's gone.
Yeah, well, I thought that was just a rumor that it was only going to be like a 4-week thing, and then they'll take them off after like 30 days or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Godzilla vs. Kong hasn't been on there for a month, though, has it?
Yeah, it came out the beginning of April.
Okay.
And of course, the neighbor's dog's out there.
All right. Well, with that said, why don't we just dive on into Mortal Kombat 2021? Because it's literally just called Mortal Kombat, right? There's no retribution or
Annihilation 2.
Or anything like that.
Raiden is there.
What?
I'm working on less than 5 hours of sleep. I'm gonna be dumb humor today. I'm sorry. I apologize.
This is the first official Mortal Kombat movie that wasn't like a fan base that's rated R too, right? The first two weren't rated R; they were PG-13.
Yeah.
And then this comes in with a runtime of 1 hour and 50 minutes, and holy fuck. I did not realize it was almost 2 hours. It actually goes by really fast.
I thought it was only 1 hour 10. Or no, you're right. 100. Oh my god.
110 minutes?
Yes, shut up.
1 hour and 50 minutes.
Damn. Math is the worst.
Apparently.
This movie moves by so fast it felt like I was watching another version of Annihilation. That's how like freaking ramped up it felt to me anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there wasn't any slow bits, was there? It was like boom, boom, boom.
No,
I don't know. There was some traveling. There was some. You had some walking through the desert stuff. You had
the same desert from Mad Max, wasn't it?
Probably. All deserts look alike.
Australia.
Yeah. Watched Monster Hunter last night. That was a big old desert.
Oh,
I haven't watched it. Is that on HBO?
No, it was in a red box.
Okay.
Yeah. Hannah likes Mila Jovovich, and since it's Mila Jovovich and Paul W.S. Anderson again, we were like, fuck it, we'll just watch it.
That's why I was going to give it a
Mila
chance.
Jovovich, though. Like, come on now.
Mm.
First movie I saw her in that I can remember was Fifth Element. I just fell in love with her.
Yeah, it's pretty much everybody's go-to.
Lilu.
But no, but this Mortal Kombat, it's like it was weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's
okay.
It feels cheap, but at the same time, you can tell the budget was there.
So this had a budget of $55 million.
Allegedly, we can't verify that.
Allegedly,
but that's what they say.
According to some sources, but I don't have like a legit from the production company source. But like when you go back and look at the first two, like Annihilation was 33 million. That was in the 90s, so it's probably about comparable to the same amount with inflation and all that shit. So
it was weird because, especially after watching Legends, they essentially opened the live action movie about the same way, and this movie couldn't decide if it, like, I liked Legends because it went super gory, and that's what you expect from Mortal Kombat and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching the live action one, and they kind of pick and choose like if they wanted to be gory or if they wanted to dial it back.
Yeah.
So the tone of this movie is really like all over the place for me because it's really quippy, especially Kano. Because I'm going to throw that out there. Everybody seems to like Kano.
The accidental Australian.
It's what everybody is talking about is like how he essentially carried the movie. And I go, I don't know. He was funny, but at the same time, he was fucking way too much, man. There's literally a point when Sonya goes, "Do you ever stop talking or ever shut up?" And I was just like, Jesus Christ, finally someone said it. Like,
yeah.
He was a bit, because he's almost every scene he gets like the last word, like every single scene. And it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This one was in 3D.
What?
Was it?
That would have been cool to see.
I can picture that then, I guess, with the blood and stuff, how they did the blood. Yeah. I don't see how it advances the movie, though.
I will say it didn't take long for my wife to be like, yeah, I'm out.
Nick actually sat through the whole thing and liked it. She enjoyed that one. When we did start the movie, though, because she watched The Legacy with me, and it started with the opening of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. She's like, didn't we see this already? Like, because they do the Scorpion Sub-Zero story arc within Legacy really well, actually. A lot better than they did in this movie.
That's a question I had for you, because I know going into this, you were messaging us and you said you had some reservations about them doing the Scorpion Sub-Zero story again. And you said it looked like it was centering around that. Which turns out not really. I mean, kind of, but not really.
Oh, no, it totally is. That's the whole basis for it. Like, the whole movie is based around.
It's more about
their story.
Scorpion's, like, what the fuck is he? Grandson?
Lineage?
Great-grandson? Yeah,
lineage.
Everything is so fucking vague. They keep everything so vague in this.
It's so easy, though, too. Like, as soon as you realize, oh, the baby's still alive from the very beginning. Spoilers, by the way, for this fucking movie.
Well,
if you're going to spoil a Mortal Kombat movie. But as soon as you realize there's a baby, like, still alive or whatever, and then they go to this new guy who everyone was like, who the fuck is this new guy? You're like, oh, Scorpion's, whatever.
I thought he was the baby at first.
Well, it's because this fucking movie has seriously zero nuance. It's complete overt. Well, like they do the title card that tells you about all the stuff, it's like, 10 tournaments, blah, blah, blah. And the prophecy, another prophecy, chosen one shit, where he's like, the blood of Hanzo will rise, and then boom, cut to Cole. Like, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then like the sister like makes those little friendship bracelets and they're black and yellow. It's like, come on, movie. Could you not? Do you really have to?
I didn't hate it because Scorpion was like always my favorite character to play when playing on Sega and shit like that. And then I really did like the story arc that they built for them within Legacy. I appreciated that. Probably because they dealt more with like, feudal Japan and shit like that within Legacy. And they were showing the two different clans battling back and forth. In this, they kind of like just skim over it, and they don't do as good of a job as making Scorpion feel as much of a threat, or Sub-Zero even, as they should have. So I don't know, like in Legacy, like there's a lot more people get killed by the Sub-Zero's clan of people. Sub-Zero doesn't have fucking powers yet, I believe, at that point exactly. So yeah, it's interesting.
Well, I just like how they just do stuff. They don't explain anything. They just do it. Like when Hanzo goes to the Netherrealm, it's like he's the only one who fades away, and it's like, wait, what? Why? Where'd he go? And you don't learn anything. And the only reason why is because the movie's expecting you to already know all this stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, this is totally a movie for fans, dude. Like
fans only almost.
Fans only. Like if you love this stuff, if you love Mortal Kombat and shit like that, you're just going to have fun watching this movie. They're not like trying to do no MCU bullshit where it's like, we're trying to appease to fans and non-fans and stuff.
Although I do think it's not a bad one to, like, if you're curious about the games, it's not a bad thing to watch to see because I mean, they do a good job explaining some of the lore, at least at entry level. You know,
I don't know.
Starter packet. Here you go.
Do they though? They don't even talk about the fucking tournament. Really, like
we don't have a tournament in this one.
Yeah, there's not even a tournament.
There's no turn. They loosely talk about, you know, how they've lost 9 tournaments. And then, like, you know, Shang Tsung's like, fuck it. I'm not even dealing with trying to win another tournament. Yeah. I'm just going to kill all you guys right now. It's like, and it felt like, and I was talking to someone else about this. I was like, it felt like the reboot of Power Rangers. That last Power Rangers movie, like Raiden is fucking Zordon. He's just assembling these groups of like. Well,
it's funny you say that because was it Liu Kang was Zack in that movie?
Wait, who was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we bring up Liu Kang. A lot of bad acting. Like a lot of there's a lot of really shit dialogue and really bad acting. I love like almost every scene. Liu Kang has to flip his he has to flip his little bandana his belt, his little cloth thing. He always keeps trying to whip it behind him, even though it's on his side, so it just comes right back to where it was. Makes me laugh. He does it in like almost every scene. It's fucking hilarious.
So that same actor was also in Aquaman as well. So,
no, jeez.
It was Captain Merc. I don't know who Captain Merc was, but
he was one of the Power Ranger looking dudes in the big suits.
Okay.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I found it enjoyable because I did not think about it. I did not try to think about this. I mean, just from if people watch my trailer reaction from it, I was like, this is going to be fucking retarded. Like I had no hopes for it to be like some grandiose film or anything like that.
I honestly don't. Like, I've heard some people say that they can make a really great movie with Mortal Kombat. I don't think you can, because as much as people love those games, the story from the games, it's never been stellar. It's just something dumb and fun.
I think Legacy was doing it the right way, where, you know, they were kind of building like an Avengers style film where like each episode was about a different character. So you got a little background of each person before they started coming together. So it wasn't just like Sonya Blade like doing this quick like fucking conspiracy jibber jabber of about a wall in her like trailer of her like going through shit. I'm like, you look fucking crazy, woman. Like, what are you doing?
Well, we had to have the moment to get the most amount of cameos from characters that didn't make sense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We needed Sonya to have a nice big exposition dump so we had any idea what was going on.
What did you think of her accent? Because that actress is Australian, and a couple words she said, I felt like she slipped back into her normal, way of talking.
I didn't even pay attention to her accent. I was trying to pay attention to the words she was just trying to say.
Like, honestly, everybody is pretty bad in this movie, so it's really unnoticeable because like everybody's pretty shit.
Yeah.
There was really no standout actor for me. I mean, Kano is really the only one that stands out because he was just fun. That was it.
He was you can't ignore him as a character.
No, you can't. It
was funny though when Scorpion finally shows up in like the Scorpion-esque outfit that we kind of know and everything. Every time he talks, he takes his face mask off.
Oh God, I hate it.
And I looked at Nikki. I was like, "See, even Scorpion takes his mask off to talk to people. Why can't we?"
I'm like, "Where's the skeleton face?"
Right.
But then we got
they kind of like hint towards it for like half a second, but then his like skin just grows back onto his face. So. But we don't see it because he just puts a mask over it and then he takes it off and he's perfectly fine again the next shot. It's just a dumb, stupid, fun film, man. Like I said, like this is a film that if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you're gonna enjoy a lot of the fan servicey shit in there. There are characters
so much
that I didn't even recognize though. Like the chick with the size
Alina?
Yeah. I don't recognize her. I didn't recognize her at first until she did her stupid face thing, but
oh yeah, God, I hate her. Oh, that mouth is so creepy in the games. So when they did it in the movie, I was like, no, please no.
I did have a oh fuck yeah moment when oh shit, now I'm forgetting names.
What's he look like? What do they look like?
Kung Lao, when Kung Lao shows up. When his hat just shows up, I was like, oh, it's fucking Kung Lao before he even appeared on screen. Yeah, and he's like, who? She's like, Raiden? I was like, no, it's Kung Lao. Like, fucking hell. Like,
jeez.
That's the one part where I noticed the bad CG. I'm like, that looks like a video game sequence.
I mean, then they got the bad one. The one that pissed me off the most was Goro. When you finally get to see Goro, because I'm like, oh, they did him so much better in the 90s.
Yeah.
With like their claymation or whatever animatronic claymation shit they did in the 90s. It looks so much cooler than just a full CG mess. Like, yeah. But I mean, $55 million, they actually did a decent amount, I guess, with it. It's still
special effects are fine. I mean,
yeah.
And because with Liu Kang, all I could think was like, man, this is what firebenders could have been in fucking Avatar. But I get the Akana stuff was fine. I like the idea that you can only unlock it if you have the mark, so that was kind of cool. At least it tried to give some kind of explanation for the powers.
I didn't like
turned into like a Highlander thing where it's like there can be only fucking one. And you kill someone, you get their power or some shit. Like,
which was also kind of weird because it's like you have this cool essentially you get a superpower is essentially the joke, I guess.
Yeah.
But then Jax just gets better arms.
Yeah, it just enhanced the tech that was on him. It had nothing because he had the mark before he had his arms ripped off. So
it's like Cole, the new character, his is just a bodysuit that takes a pummeling. But going back to Melina,
fucking Black Panther suit. What are you talking about? Like it absorbs their impact and shit. Like
what I thought was a bit rushed was when Sonya just appears having her ability. I feel like they could have easily had her unlock that with a fight with Melina and not just appear and fucking shoot her through the chest.
Which makes me laugh because it's like those circle rings that she shoots and it blew a hole through her back, but the spine stayed there. What?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Spine's animanium. It can't get busted, I guess.
God.
One of the tropes they were making fun of from the video games was when fire guy, help me out here. Liu Kang, thank you.
How did you not know fire guy?
All right, you know
done.
What? He's doing the leg sweep with Kano, and it's fucking people doing the same move repeatedly and more easily. Then Kano jumps. He's like, fuck, it's knocked down.
Yeah.
The cheese.
I love. They made fun of the game so much.
I thought it would have been really cool because we're not sure where in time of the tournament and shit like this is supposed to have taken place. That
just before, apparently, according to what they're saying.
Well, I mean, we don't know how long some of these characters have been knowing, like Liu Kang and shit like that. I thought it would have been cool if they would have just reused the actor from the original Mortal Kombat movies as Liu Kang and have him be an older guy too. So
can I say they're kind of assholes, those two? It's like, oh, you guys don't have your powers unlocked. You didn't, train with some monks for your entire life.
Yeah.
No, dude, fuck you too.
It was totally Power Rangers. I'm telling you, go back and watch Power Rangers, then rewatch this again, and you'll see it. Because that's all they're doing. The whole movie is they're just trying to train to get to use their powers. And you have a grumpy old guy telling them, "Oh no, you're not qualified enough. Get the fuck out." What?
There's clearly a deleted scene between Jax and Hammer, dude. Because why does he have beef with him?
Well, the guy beats the fuck out of him the first time around.
Did he? I didn't see them interact.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time he beats him before Jax's arms get like buff and stuff, when he's just got like little like C-3PO arms and shit.
All right. I feel like he would have more beef with Sub-Zero though, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, you'd think. But you got to have Cole and him fight so Scorpion can come out randomly.
I loved the stuff taken directly from the games, like the finish or the fatalities with Jax smashing that dude's head. What the hell was his name? I keep calling him Hammer.
Oh God, I didn't even know that character's name.
I don't know. In both Mortal Kombat Annihilation and this one, the characters that Jax ends up fighting, I don't fucking know them. I'm just like, where did these guys come from?
I can't believe you don't remember Motaro. That just blows my mind. A gigantic ass centaur. I can understand you not remembering some random ass dude with a hammer, but like a fucking gigantic centaur.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's okay. I got into an argument with my wife and her father because they were trying to say Goro was Gorgon. I was like, what the fuck? Where'd Gorgon come from?
From the fucking Gorgonites? What is this? Small soldiers? What are we doing?
I was like, what? Because they were like, oh, Gorgon. And then one of them was trying to say Liu Kang, but they're like, oh, the one guy, Kane something. And I was like, Kano? And he's like, yeah. And then Kano came on the screen. He's like, oh, yeah, I liked him, too. I was like, the fuck? I can't watch these movies with you guys if you don't know what you're talking about right now.
And Cole's whole thing confused me, too, like with his family.
Mm.
He looks really young, but like, I guess that's his daughter?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's probably like 27 or something like that right there.
I guess. So
he had a kid. Like, that kid's probably, what, 11? 10? Maybe.
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe.
Hammer's dude's name is Reiko or something like that. I don't know. Nathan Jones is him. He's a wrestler.
Mm.
I remember him and Undertaker teaming up.
So overall thoughts, guys. Let's figure this one out. Did you like the film or not, John? Let's find that out.
I thought it was pretty bad. It just felt really cheap, and like I said, the dialogue felt really juvenile and generic, and it was like I didn't expect it to be good, but when you have like all this production value in the first movie, and then Annihilation like went super campy, and it's one of those things where it's like it kept its tone the whole way through. This one I couldn't decide because it was cheap and silly, and then it got really bloody, and it just kind of couldn't make up its mind.
Okay. Tivis?
I did not expect it to be a masterpiece by a long shot, but I had fun. It's just dumb, turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Hat saw movie.
Okay.
I'd recommend Legends over this, to be honest.
I recommend Legacy, even if it ends without a conclusion.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. It was a dumb, fun movie. The last bit, like I like the Scorpion Sub-Zero story. Like I told someone the other day, I would watch like a 3, 4, 5 hour fucking movie of, well, maybe multiple movies, I guess. Because we don't want a Snyder cut of Scorpion Sub-Zero, but of their story arc, like take it back to the olden feudal Japan, China days and shit like that, and see the clans go through that shit up until they're both about to get their powers. Then we're good. Then end the movies and show there. Then we understand where it's gonna go. They're okay. You don't even need to call them Scorpion and Sub-Zero throughout the whole thing. I just want to see those two family clans fighting for like 3 good movies solid. Like I would love that. If done right, of course. And then of course, you do the whole Crow ending because it's basically the Crow. Scorpion becomes like the Crow almost within this franchise. So yeah.
What'd you guys think of the new character, Cole?
I think it's stupid.
So shit. He was so shit. He was so shit.
See, I like, Louis Tan, who originally tried out for Iron Fist, and then became the Iron Fist killer in that show. I thought I really enjoyed him. It's a character that I definitely can see myself playing in future video games because I suck at fighting games. So if the more you get hit, the stronger you get. Yeah, give me any advantage I can get. It's not necessarily a brand new groundbreaking idea, but it's something I would use.
He's never going to make it to the games.
I guarantee. They already have the children of Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Yeah. Their daughter is in the games. In the reboots.
I kind of really... this is a basic movie, dude. But I kind of want a sequel to it. Just because I want to see Johnny Cage. And I want to see the Miz from WWE as Johnny Cage.
Let's make this casting. Awesome.
It's not casting, but it would be perfect casting.
So
he put himself out there as the casting choice.
Did they just steal Cabal's costume from the Predator set?
For
this Cabal, like it looked like a fucking Predator outfit. The guy, Kano's friend, the guy in the mask, the suit, who's like, hey, he's a piece of shit. You like him?
Oh, I know Cabal.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it looked like the game.
Yeah,
looked pretty close.
I didn't realize Jimmy Olsen from Supergirl was in this either.
Yeah, Jax. Michael Jai White should have been Jax. Michael Jai White should be everything and everything. But that's just my own personal... I love Michael Jai White. He should be reprising his role as Spawn. He should have been the new Blade. Just put him in everything. He should be Calvin Ellis if they do Black Superman.
Oh, jeez.
Can we go on? What else should Michael Jai White be? He could be Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya Blade, and just make a whole Mortal Kombat movie with Michael Jai White. He could be Raiden. There we go.
What did you think of the new Raiden?
What?
What did you think of the new Raiden?
Jackie Chan should have been Raiden, but
yeah.
I don't know. I thought the eyes were just dumb.
I thought him and Shang Tsung sucked. Shang Tsung, they put like a weird filter on his voice, and the actor is just like, the delivery is so monotone.
Again,
tell me the 90s version wasn't better.
They could have got the same actor from the 90s one because they grabbed him for Legacy.
Yeah, I just assumed they wanted to do their own thing.
Well, maybe they shouldn't think about just doing their own thing.
Yeah, well. And Raiden was just kind of a nothing burger. He just shows up, gives a portal, and then fucks off.
He's Zordon.
He's really just kind of an Uber. He just kind of just sent people where they needed to go. That's about it.
What was that, Tivis?
Zordon's an asshole if you rewatch the show anyway. He's like, oh yeah, this thing I forgot to tell you about or didn't tell you about because I chose not to. That could have, saved a bunch of people, fuck off.
Yeah.
God. Do you think they killed too many people in this one? Like, there's a lot of major characters that are now gone. Like, so obviously, they have the Goro and Sub-Zero could come back. If you notice, only those two. But, I mean, it could just be another of Goro's species and Sub-Zero's brother.
Well, he just took them to a different realm at the end of this.
He didn't take anyone else's body, though. Or they didn't show us, at least.
Well, everyone else's bodies were kind of like split in half from a hat.
Goro's had his intestines on the ground.
What'd you guys think about the gore for this movie? Okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a lot more.
Like I said, I couldn't figure out if it wanted to go the whole way or if it wanted to dial back. I just felt like it had the R rating. I figured it was going to go kind of crazy, and it just didn't.
Well, I know if you do too much, then you go even past the R rating to, was it whatever's past R rating. I forget. There's another one. Is it NC-17 now?
Yeah.
I always confuse them. So.
I thought it was on par with the games. I mean, the games obviously get much, much worse, but they also have more leeway.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just like to see a movie go through the fucking tournament for once. Yeah. And like actually do a tournament, not just like here's a montage of Goro beating people up.
The first movie is pretty much the closest you get.
Yeah.
We got to get The Miz. Then the tournament can begin.
Yeah. I kind of find it dumb that Johnny Cage wasn't in the first fucking movie. Like, it's so dumb.
Well, it's almost as bad as killing him off in the first like 2 seconds of the second one.
With a different actor playing him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No,
how much do you think that guy got paid?
What's that?
How much do you think that guy got paid?
Probably
to be in like the first 5 minutes?
Probably like 200,000.
Not that much. No way.
No. Oh no, this is the 90s, right? He probably got paid like, $5,000 or something like that. No, because he wasn't like a massive actor anyway, so.
Now I just gotta say, like, if you like Mortal Kombat, you might enjoy this. Like I said, it's like paint by the numbers movie. It's like hardcore generic.
I enjoyed it because I just needed something to shut my brain off too. Yeah. So that also might be why I don't hate Dark Phoenix as much as I did the first time, because I've just been looking for movies to shut my brain off too, so I'm not even paying attention that much anymore. At least to these last few that I've watched, because I have been watching some other shit. But yeah, I just enjoyed having a nice sit down with Mortal Kombat characters that, I feel they could have done better with, but hey, fuck it. It reminded me of playing the game, so why not?
It was also nice to finally watch a movie without any social commentary, so that was kind of neat.
Wait, I thought there was social commentary. The girl had to kill the guy to get her power?
Yeah.
And the only white guy had to die and be evil?
Yeah, fuck the patriarchy. What?
Yeah, no, it was nice. There wasn't any like massive social commentary, at least, right up in your face or anything like that, which is awesome. Which a lot of movies have been doing lately, and a lot of TV shows and shit like that. So yeah. It was nice to have an action fighty movie that was just an action fighty.
I think this one was perfect to release on stream too, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a theater movie. But
no.
I was telling people it feels like a sci-fi original. Like it just feels really cheap.
Yeah,
it felt cheap. Like
intro part, if you take the intro part out, because that intro was good. That didn't feel super cheap.
That was pretty. I don't know. It's lit really weird. Like there's no dynamic to it, but like the fight scenes were pretty decent. Or at least the Scorpion one was cool.
I take it as like the intro was they were making a good movie, and then after Scorpion dies, Netflix took over and just like threw their shine over everything.
It's just like, the title cards telling you stuff, and then like it's all I don't know. It's just it just felt like Outworld, like they have to put the like little bottom thing to tell you where you are, because it's just so not like
it doesn't look like anything but a desert.
Can we talk about how dumb that throne is to be over the side of a cliff?
Right? I just
shoot the fucking cliff,
because Outworld was so like lame. Like, and this is something that I've noticed a lot more. It's just like how lazy and like uninspired movies are these days. Like you look at like The Dark Knight and shit like that, or like the CW, like Gotham, or like even in the Snyderverse, like Gotham used to look really cool. Like, in Tim Burton and in the Joel Schumachers and like in the cartoons and stuff, like Gotham has this really cool design, and then like you go to Metropolis, it looks completely different. You just don't get any of that in movies anymore. Like, it's just like
in Superman Returns, Metropolis looked dope. Like, but then you got Man of Steel, and Metropolis is just a city. It's like
just
Chicago
looks like New York
or some shit.
Chicago, yeah. And then like you go to Gotham in the Snyderverse, and it looks exactly the same. You couldn't even tell the difference. And it's and like, you know, you go to the 90s Mortal Kombat, you go to Outworld, it had all the cool statues and castles and all.
Well, they had the fucking boat in the original one, that dope ass boat, like you had to ride on to somehow get to another realm, which was an island anyways.
So that's supposed to be like the River Styx?
Like Mr. Roboto or what?
No, the River Styx from mythology.
Yeah.
Maybe?
That'd require me to read.
It's maybe it's like the they flip the boat after they go so far, like in Pirates of the Caribbean, and then they're into a different plane of existence right there. That's what happens. Whee! There we go. And now we're done. Oh, yes. Tivis. Yes, Tivis has a image for people who can't see as the Miz as Johnny Cage.
Oh Lord.
As tweeted out by the Miz and retweeted by Ed Boon.
By who?
Ed Boon.
Is he the guy who directed this then?
No, he's the guy who created, well, one of the major creators of the franchise.
Okay.
The voice of Scorpion, you know, get over here.
Get over here.
Speaking of which, did you guys see the web comic of the origin of that? It's kind of wholesome and dumb at the same time. It's Scorpion as a kid and his dad going in for get over here. But as you see the Sub-Zero's clan and approaching in the background.
Wow. When did they come up with like the different clans for Scorpion and Sub-Zero? Like how long ago was that?
They had an animated movie about it after the first movie.
Did they?
In the 90s. Yeah.
And yet they were like buddies almost in the first movie. I guess they were being controlled, weren't they?
Yeah. The story for the games didn't start until the second one, and they probably didn't flesh that out until one of the many third ones that came out, because Mortal Kombat 3 came out in like 3 different versions, each with like different story.
Oh yeah, Louis Tam played Shatterstar in Deadpool 2. I forgot about that. He just gets killed almost instantly.
That's funny.
Yeah. He's also in the Netflix series Wu Assassins, which is actually pretty cool. I enjoyed that one. A nice little kung fu show. Or martial arts show, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's, I guess, I was thinking about it. Like you talked about the gore. You know what I was expecting? I was expecting something like Ninja Assassin. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the kind of gore I was expecting. It looks like a little like Tarantino comic booky, but at the same time, like it's I don't know, almost overt and graphic, but like it looks just cartoony enough that it's not too bad.
Yeah,
I was expecting something like that, like a Sin City type gore fest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put this on my watch list. This looks interesting.
So with this film, it looks like it's basically broken even from the opening weekend box office about. So it's not bad given the $55 million budget, plus it's on HBO Max and it's a Mortal Kombat movie. Like and not everyone's rushing to the theaters anyways, so.
And if, these numbers are the actual numbers, the franchise itself has doubled how much it cost to make between all 3 films. So it's, they have some incentive to try for another one again.
Well, the first movie made $100 million. Didn't it?
Probably. I have to look it up. I don't have that open.
I thought it did when we talked about it before.
Something like that. 122 million.
Yeah. But and if you want to watch other Scorpion Sub-Zero shit, just watch Scorpion's Legend, the animation movie that came out last year, animated movie. I found that to be okay. Again, I think Legacy did it pretty good. They did like 4 parts of Sub-Zero Scorpion within Legacy for them. I think like 2 for Scorpion, 2 for Sub-Zero, some shit like that. So yeah, I don't know. This movie was okay. I don't hate it. I'll probably rewatch it. That's about all I got to say about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out if you just want a dumb.
Especially if you have HBO Max. Why the fuck not? It's all right. You're paying for it already. Just watch it. Maybe they'll give us a second one. We'll get the Miz.
Oh my God, you guys with the Miz. Shut up already.
we gotta do it, man. Hashtag Miz for Johnny Cage. We gotta come up with a shorter hashtag, but still.
Or at least the Snyder Miz.
There we go.
Oh wait, I don't know if I like that.
There you go. Zack Snyder can do the next Mortal Kombat movie. Piss everybody off and make a lot more new fans.
He's busy with his Las Vegas zombie movie with the zombie tiger in it.
Dude, that movie looks like it's going to be a fun ride.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It definitely looks like a zombie movie.
I did hate, though, that somebody was like, it's the first time someone's mashed things up with a zombie movie. I was like, no, bitch, it's not. Like, really, it's not. Have you ever seen, like, you know, Fido, Warm Bodies, fucking, like, Shaun of the Dead, right? Is that the comedy one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, oh my God, there's so many. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Like, don't tell me that Zack Snyder's breaking ground by making the first, like, genre-bending fucking movie with zombies. Like, come on. Even Train to Busan was a fucking bender.
Is Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies the one with Matt Smith, or was he in that other regular Pride and Prejudice movie? Because 2 of them came out around the same time. Matt Smith.
I don't know.
I think he was just in a regular one. I don't think he was in the zombie one.
Because they had like a regular one, or maybe one that was similar to that, set in Victorian time, and then that zombie film. And I confused them because they released like within a month of each other.
I didn't watch either, so I don't know. If I'm gonna watch fucking hell, I can't even think about it now. Never mind.
You guys are killing me.
I know, I'm killing myself, man. I'm killing myself. All right, let's move on.
I've been watching Ms. and Mrs.
The what?
Ms. and Mrs. The Miz's reality show. With
okay, the Miz is cool, but he's not that cool to watch that show.
Oh
dude.
No, dude! It's like the only good reality show that I've ever seen is The Osbournes, and this is like up there because it's just stupid. They don't have any like, oh my God, I'm gonna fight for no reason. No, they just do dumb shit that's obviously staged for TV, and it's hilarious.
Well, they're all staged for TV, dude. They don't turn the cameras on unless they have a script ready to go.
No, the best reality show was Robin Big and Fantasy Factory.
All right,
I did watch Robin Big when they like lived in the house together or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
I got all the
Rest in peace, Big.
I didn't know that was the same Rob that does that one show until you told me.
Yeah, the thing that's playing on MTV 24/7.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all the seasons of Robin Big and Fantasy Factory. Love that shit.
Rest in peace, Big.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Let's move on then. Did everybody here watch by chance the finale to Captain America or Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier?
Sake.
Yeah.
I listened to an 11-hour breakdown about how shit that show is. And
really?
It was very cathartic. Yes.
You could just watch the whole thing and be done in 6 hours.
Right.
People say, oh, it's so much more fun to realize all the mistakes and how bad it is. I stopped at 4. I thought it was terrible. So you didn't even
watch 5 and 6
then? I thought it was fucking terrible, dude. This show is...
I think 5 was kind of like... It was a lot more slow, mellow, whatever. And then 6 was just nothing but action.
You liked from the first episode?
The show is terrible. The fucking costume looks ridiculous.
Oh, the costume looks awesome.
The costume is exactly from the fucking comic. That's awesome.
So what?
I
still
love
think
that.
I still think it looks stupid. And then
it looks so dope.
It's awesome.
I like the red and black better. I hate how much he simps for Carly. It drives me insane. I can't stand it. And the problem is that the show really wants you to hate Walker, but Walker's like the only good person in the show.
Bucky.
No, Bucky's kind of a piece of shit too.
And Sam isn't
and
like
they nerfed him too. Like
Sam
that's the part I can't stand.
Like the whole reason that he is doing what he's doing is because he is a counselor. That used to be his job to walk these people back, to get them,
You know how many people he's killed? He's killed people in this season. She's a murderer. He should kill her. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. There's literally a point in the movie where he's cradling Carly, who's been shot, while Sharon's bleeding out. That's fucking insane. That's insane.
It is dumb, but yeah, I don't know.
It's insane.
I enjoyed the show as an overall,
and the show doesn't give a fuck about Lamar. Can I say that? It blows my mind how like there's so much social commentary about black community stuff, and they just fucking shit on Lamar.
Well, it's
like
actually
he dies
funny.
and nobody even cares.
I don't remember where it was that I heard it or read it, but someone actually made a good point. The U.S. government, like say it's today's standards right now, there is no way in hell that Walker goes, his best friend, who's also technically a black superhero, gets killed, and then he goes and avenges that person and kill somebody. No way in hell the government is like stripping him of everything without the country like tearing them apart.
Well, and especially Bucky and Captain Falcon should have fucking went to fucking jail a billion times. They broke his arm and stole the shield. Like, what the fuck? It makes no sense.
It's weird too. He didn't even tell them where the shield was.
It's fucking
like
insane,
the government
dude.
acted like he still had the shield. It's like, y'all would just be doing the illegal search and seizure then at that point if you thought you had a shield.
And the problem is that the show is trying to, and it just proves how manipulative, like how easily manipulated people are. It's like the show wants you to feel bad about Walker killing that dude, and like they make it seem like this horrible thing. It's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, you know how many people Cap's killed? Like the original Cap? Like, and then you have like this really cool scene like where in the final
episode,
the
difference is though the guy that Walker kills isn't necessarily a bad guy. He's just trying to fight for his freedoms. His life.
Well, not only that,
he's a
but
terrorist.
That
he's
guy
a
did
terrorist.
not kill anybody.
He was retreating, had his hands up, unarmed, and then was cut in half.
And he's not necessarily a terrorist. He's only a terrorist towards certain people.
They had knives and stuff and were trying to kill them like 2 scenes earlier. You guys got to be kidding me.
So it's like defend yourself. He's a super soldier. They're both super soldiers. Actually, there's no reason he needed to. Like,
they didn't know Cap was a super
soldier.
They didn't know Cap was a super solder
They
until they
still
started
don't.
fighting.
Yeah, they know he is now.
No, only that dude he
not the
bent the bar.
government.
The only one that bent the bar around that one dude's arm. That's it.
Yeah, but Falcon saw that.
Yeah, Falcon did, not the bad guys.
Bucky knows. Falcon knows.
Not the government.
The government knows.
No, they
That's
don't.
another reason they stripped him of his things, because he
No,
took
they
something.
don't. They have no idea.
Well, the CIA,
Unless he
Elaine
told them.
does. Elaine from Seinfeld knows. Come on,
Oh,
man.
Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that Walker's like the best character in the fucking show, and the whole movie shits on him. Like at the end
I don't
when
think
he's
he's
trying
the best character in the show. No.
he's trying to save that truck full of people. Like, it's so good. Like, and he doesn't even ask for like any recognition or anything. It's like, it's so.
Well, that's because he's being hired by whatever agency.
Yeah, that's
Madam
after
Hydra
the fact.
is infiltrated.
Yeah, and that's after the fact.
No, because she comes to him before.
Yeah, he's still wearing his Captain America shit, and he makes his own shield and stuff. I think it's dope. I don't know. I think he's the morally best character
What did
in
he
the
make
fucking
his
show.
shield out of? Pop cans or something? Like,
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
I like how he put his medals on the inside to remind him.
Yeah.
That was a nice little touch.
Yeah. Do you think we didn't see him get like another shield at the end, did we?
No.
We just saw him get the black suit.
The costume, the U.S. agent.
Yeah.
Costume.
Which I was
someone
like, awesome.
recovered his, fake knockoff shield because, again, his medals are on there. And
Yeah.
That would suck
only
to
one
lose.
of them. He has 3, which for all the shit they said he did, he should have more than 3 medals, by the way. Especially if they're making him Captain America. Like that guy 3 whatever.
One thing that's annoying me about this new post Endgame MCU so far, the CIA is basically SHIELD. Why do they not just have SHIELD? Why are they ignoring SHIELD?
Because they need to give enough time between the show and the MCU so that they can.
But the show ended spectacularly. Fuck you.
I just can't even
I'm
stand.
just saying they don't want to bring in Mac as the director of SHIELD in the new MCU world. They don't want to do it.
I just hate the fact that they just really don't explore the blip shit like at all.
No.
Like they really don't. Like and then the idea like with the Dora Milaje stuff, like they just act like Civil War doesn't fucking exist. Like the Sokovia Accords and shit like that. Like,
well, we don't know what happened within the 5 years, although they do say the Sokovian Accords are still in WandaVision. So
it blows my mind. Like these shows are really bad at their continuity now. Like they just don't pay attention to shit. And it really
I think what it
bugs the
is
fuck out
they're
of me.
trying to grow too much at once right now with the shows.
I don't
and
even think it's that. I think it's
confusing them.
it's they want to do the social commentary on the world that it is right now, and you can't do that in a post blip world. You can't do that. They wanted to tell their story. They didn't give a fuck about the MCU. That's how I say it. You can't do the social commentary that they wanted to do in this show and do it from post Endgame, a post Endgame world,
which is actually bullshit because they can do it with the
they
social
probably
commentary.
could have tried, but they wanted the world the way it is right now.
Right.
Well, I think it
also
worked,
you can use the blip as like, half the people disappeared and half the people came back and worlds in chaos and stuff. You can use the social commentary within that story to deal with like the pandemic shit. Like there is a way to do it right.
And the lack of like closure from stuff like Sam's family storyline was fucking pointless. Nothing got resolved. It was
and
insane.
Bucky didn't even hook up.
What do you mean? They fixed the boat.
Yeah, but they're still
Bucky
poor.
didn't even hook up.
But now they can. Oh God, I forgot about that.
The whole point is they had no money.
Yeah, but now they can go shrimp hunting.
Oh, for fuck's
fishing.
sake.
Catching.
What's
the
Falcon
term?
could just put his suit on and use a net and go
Yeah, there you go.
fishing that way.
They'll
Like,
call him the Pelican after that.
I don't know,
man. And like
I just got that.
I don't know. I feel bad about the whole Sharon thing. People are trying to say that she's a Skrull. We'll see.
I don't think so.
I really think
I think she's Mephisto.
I think they
Shut up. I said that to be a dick.
I think they fucked her character up a little bit, and I think they do Tony and Cap a disservice with like the way things are, and I really do.
I told Nick when Falcon showed up and he's flying around in his suit, I was like, they just replaced Captain America and Iron Man with one person now, like, because he's better than he's faster than Captain America with that armor. Honestly, he can get to places a lot quicker.
He just needs a chest laser.
Yeah.
Good thing you can still shoot him in the head.
And then he has the fucking red bird thing or whatever he calls it.
Red Wing.
Red Wing, yeah. I'm like, because Wakanda knew how to program all that shit for you, right? I guess. In like 10 minutes.
And Sam should have totally died when he tried to pick up that truck, by the way.
Who?
When Sam tried to stop the truck from falling off the edge?
No.
Yeah, he's not a super soldier.
The suit was doing all the work.
What? No.
Yes, his suit was doing all the work. He had things go off to the sides that were blasting up onto it, like Iron Man would have done, basically. His suit was doing everything.
No.
If that truck had fallen any further, I don't think he would have been able to save it.
There's a difference between an exoskeleton mech suit and his robes. His fingers are exposed even.
So what?
What do you mean? What?
His suit is doing all the work.
What do you mean it's doing all the work?
He's doing all the work.
Okay, so
Jet
let me
propulsion.
put it. So if let's say you're in a car and you need me to push your car, like say it's weighted, right? I put another car behind me to help me propel myself to push you. I'm meat and bone. I'm gonna just go squish.
But we don't know what his suit's made of.
Vibranium.
There you go.
But it's cloth. There's no. It's him in the suit.
My argument with that scene is that he should have used a lot of his fuel.
I just think it
At
looks
least.
silly and it was
Vibranium
dumb.
powered. He doesn't run out of fuel.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
got to have. No,
Vibranium.
that's not how that works.
Vibranium.
It's not fuel.
We're
it's
gonna
armor.
we're gonna
For
run.
metal.
You know,
Ugh.
to clear everything up, it's all vibranium.
I use the force.
Space Witch did it.
I just think it's bad.
It was Agatha all along.
How did he come back from the dead? Vibranium.
And I just hate that he's not a super soldier. It drives me insane. It just drives me fucking insane.
Here's the thing I hate the most about this season. And it's the stupid little nitpick too.
That everybody can throw the shield perfectly and catch it.
Well, no, not even that. It has to do with the shield though. That shield has no meaning to anybody there. That shield is not what the same shield that Steve Rogers used in that universe. That shield came from another timeline.
Oh, I'd even go
because
even
his
farther.
shield got destroyed by Thanos.
That's fine. I understand what they're trying to do.
It.
I understand what they're trying. I understand what they're trying to do with that. I think it's dumb, but my whole thing is I hate what they try to do with like the symbolism of it. Like this whole thing, it's like there's a lot of blood on that shield in the first place. Like he was killing Nazis for fuck's sake, and then on top of that,
so.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying people act like Walker killing that dude is such a bad thing.
I think the circumstances. If it had been a little different, I would have been no problem.
And I completely disagree. So
that would be like, you know,
he killed an American soldier. Like I don't know.
That guy didn't kill anybody.
No, I'm not saying he runs with the group that does it. He's a terrorist.
So because you are friends with somebody who does something dumb, you're considered, you know, a terrorist or you're bad?
To be part of a terrorist faction, yes.
And they're only considered terrorists to certain people. Again.
Oh my God.
And to some people, they're just really refugees. To other people, you know, they're a bunch of other things.
Robin Hood.
They blew up a building.
Carly did.
Carly.
And
or
they know she did.
To
They
be
know
fair,
she did.
Other people don't know it was just her. I
they
could see
didn't know
both
she
sides
was
of the
going
argument.
to blow it up. Because that's the guy that got killed is the same guy that said, "What did you do when the building caught fire?"
Yeah, well, he could have left.
People were still in there, you know.
He could have left, but he decided to keep rolling with her.
All right, could have went back into the building and dragged people out.
Be like Hydra, man. It's just because one Hydra agent didn't specifically kill me doesn't mean I'm not going to take out extra Hydra agents.
I do like that Zemo got some kind of revenge after all his butler. He's like evil Batman.
Evil Batman.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter that the quote unquote terrorist got away anyways because they all got killed by Zemo.
No, there's one flag smasher left. So if they ever want him to come back, the one in the river, they're like, hey, there's still one in the river. You want to go get him?
I just hate how they talk about like Steve, like how he was like so about America, and it's like, oh, Captain America, he's, you know, they just act like it's like he only listens to the government. It's like that's completely wrong think. It's like Cap was extremely wary of America and like against establishments in the U.S. government.
Cap also didn't sign the Sokovian Accords. Like,
yeah,
your icon for the country didn't sign the one thing that.
I'm
you know,
so mad they didn't give him the Nomad name that he got when he threw away the Stars and Stripes in the comics.
And they act like Cap was like this like huge hero who like did it. Like Tony gave his life. Like Tony died.
Yeah.
Like, you would think he would be the big symbol of the entire world.
Which you don't see anything for Tony in this or WandaVision or anything like that, which is weird because in Spider-Man, Iron Man's everywhere. And that Spider-Man movie takes place like months after this shit. So
I just think it's really it's like I said.
I think they're just trying to get rid of it all. So
they just want to go back to where everything was normal again and just continue their stories. That's all they want to do.
Well, Iron Man also wasn't that important to some of these characters. Like, he was an Avenger, but he, Spider-Man's mentor.
Gave them all a place to live. Fuck off.
I don't know what you're saying. That is so wrong. It hurts.
No, it's look.
Why would they all at his funeral then if he didn't mean anything? He saved the universe.
He gave his life.
Stop. Well, I guess technically Hulk saved the universe, but
look
then
at their
Iron Man
individual
saved the
stories.
universe
How
too.
much was Iron Man involved in their lives other than part of the Avengers?
Just because he's not in their movies doesn't mean that he's not involved with them.
I said lives. We look at Sam, Bucky were pretty much just on Cap extension.
What?
I mean, Bucky had a lot to do with Iron Man's life, seeing he killed his fucking parents. So there's that.
I don't know. I think they're all tied together. I
mean, that's like saying, Doctor Strange is important. He helped.
Well, and he's also Tony Stark. He was like the billionaire. He was already famous before he became a superhero, and
he started
saved
the age
universe.
of these superheroes in this universe.
I don't see where they would bring anything about him other than talking about the Avengers in general in these specific stories.
But you should still see like images like in Spider-Man, we see Iron Man like on the walls of buildings because he gave his
in New
life.
York, which is where his tower was.
There'd be statues and memorials. And
sorry,
there should be something there by especially because what city are they in what city is this in? This last episode where they like are trying
DC, I think.
Okay. Because I know this.
Or no, did they go to New York?
So people were saying that this season had something to do with a virus originally and that they rewrote it. I call bullshit on that because this season, this final episode deals with people storming and trying to stop a vote from happening. And they didn't pull that out after it happened in the Capitol. So
no, you're right. There should have been some kind of graffiti, possibly. It was in New York, so there is no excuse for that.
Yeah, so there should have been graffiti there with Iron Man. So yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I call BS on that virus subplot too.
And I just don't like what they did with Bucky. He felt like an ancillary character that didn't do much, and they nerfed him a lot.
I just hate that they keep basically insinuating that Cap is dead. I would like to know when Cap died.
Yeah.
Within like the few months that we last saw him. Like
maybe he's dead like Coulson.
Maybe he's running Sword now.
Yeah, I pretty much wasn't really liking the show, and then episode 4 happened, and I just go, I'm done.
That's so weird, because episode 4 is where I'm like, okay, I actually care about this show now. I can't wait for the next episode.
Episode 4 is where the dude gets killed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like maybe this story could have worked with like 13 or more episodes, but 6 episodes is too short.
No, episode 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it is 4. I'm counting wrong.
They tried to do way too much shit for 6 episodes. It was insane.
Didn't WandaVision get more than 6?
Failing.
WandaVision got
like 8 or 9.
9?
Yeah, 9.
You would think that this... Well, I guess WandaVision technically cheated out because they get like 20-minute episodes, so...
Yeah.
They just made it seem longer.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think they handcuffed themselves.
I love being a turtle.
Damn it.
Handcuff themselves with this, what is it? Edict? Is that the word I'm looking for? Where if they're like half an hour, we can do 9 to 10, but if they're 45 minutes, we're only doing 6. I think you should. Yes, you need to have some kind of, keep it under control and not let it go all over the place, but like give it the amount of episodes that the story needs.
Yep.
And how about not give us like 20 minutes of fucking credits on a TV show? Since this is considered a TV show to them.
Well, that and I don't need 2 fucking action scenes every single episode. Like, I can have a slow episode. Like, that's the fun of the episodic
And
television.
With episode 5.
We also don't need mid-credit stuff in a TV show.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying mid-credits, but as soon as the special credits end, that's it. That's the end of the credits to me. There are no others.
Well, you don't have any respect for the filmmakers then, Tivis, so fuck you.
Damn. Shots
You're right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I look forward to Loki. Hopefully
Yes.
they don't screw anything up with Loki.
Oh, they're going to fuck everything up with Loki.
I think that's the plan.
Oh,
It's the Loki who doesn't give a shit about anyone, too, so they could do anything they want.
this is Loki, like, right after Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they got a Wilson brother.
Yep. Don't have high hopes.
I'm going to
But
enjoy
more
it, though.
importantly,
He's
next
going to be
week.
dealing with time travel. He's going to be like the Doctor Who.
Yeah, he could be. I'm just excited next week Bad Batch begins and finally get more Star Wars.
Well, we have, doesn't Black Widow drop next month? Like in a
No.
week or two?
July. It was originally supposed to be next month.
Fucking
Remember,
hell.
they got delayed.
They just keep pushing it, man. All the merch is out, at least that I've seen for the movie.
I think
so.
Cruella took Black Widow's spot next month.
Oh, yay.
Yay, let's feel bad for somebody who kills puppies and no. Also, I watched The Witches the other day. Did any of you guys watch The Witches with what's Anne Hathaway?
No.
No.
Oh, is that
It's-
the 4-fingered?
The 3-fingered one,
Yeah.
where she like got criticized by people that had
They were limb different.
Yeah. And like saying, I'm like, okay, because people, I don't think they were doing it to make fun of you, but okay. That's like saying every bald guy in the movie means all bald people are bad.
Hey, how dare you?
Yeah, I watched that and I was
Is it
so
it?
pissed off at the movie. And then Mike is like, didn't you read the book? Like, of course this is gonna happen. I was like, I didn't even know it was a fucking book. What are you talking about? And he's like, well, I read the book and this happened. And then I was like, well, fuck you. You little asshole.
That was the main criticism for the finger thing, is that they weren't that way in the books.
Was it? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
So like, why did? Who cares?
To give him something different.
Just
Yeah.
make them look like the lady from Resident Evil that everyone wants to step on them.
Well, I mean, you only get so many things with witches. Like, why not give them a little something different, you know?
I don't know if John knows of this lady or not. Of that reaction.
No.
Yeah, I've seen photos. I just like how you said you wanted to step on him.
That's what people want. It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you into? But I think it's weird.
It's all about getting dominated, son.
All right, well, Tivis,
Shang-Chi teaser.
you said you had something for us.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna. Did you guys watch the the new Marvel trailer?
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. I like what they're doing with his dad.
I
No
had to
Fu
stop
Manchu.
halfway through because I was like, wow, why are you guys giving me so much information? Like Marvel doesn't realize that, you know, subtlety in the first trailer is okay. Like, we don't need all this information given to me right away, dude.
It's a teaser too. It's not even an actual trailer.
Right? And it's like almost 3 minutes long.
That is a trailer in my eyes. I don't know what.
It's way too much stuff. They're putting all the stuff in there because they're like, hey, remember, we make movies too. Come watch this.
Well, especially when you know it's going to be pretty much a paint by the numbers MCU film. You can kind of tell from the...
Tell me it
trailer.
doesn't sound like they're setting up a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I want Iron Fist to show up. Danny Rand needs to show his ass up.
0 out of 10, no Fu Manchu. Yeah, I got a couple of things. Did you guys hear that they're making a Rock'em Sock'em movie?
Didn't they already do that? Wasn't it called Real Steel?
You'd think, but this one's going to be starring Vin Diesel.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's going to be the Iron Giant.
Yeah, no, looking at the description for it, it is pretty much Real Steel.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to watch that, it's already out.
It's already
out?
No, Hugh Jackman, Real Steel.
Oh. I was going to be like...
The other thing I saw this week that caught my interest is, did you hear about the lady who had a warrant for a late fee?
She what?
She had a late fee for renting, or no, she didn't rent it.
Yeah.
An ex-boyfriend of her rented Sabrina the Teenage Witch VHS tape, didn't return it. The place filed a report. They have a warrant for her arrest, and she had a federal embezzlement felony. So she couldn't even get jobs since 1999.
It's 20 years.
God, for Sabrina.
I feel like that's a bullshit thing. Like,
oh, there's some people who are going to jail over late fees from some of these places that are still, they're desperate for money, dude. Don't fuck with, but anyone listening, if you have a late fee, better make sure you don't have a warrant.
I don't even remember half the places I rented shit from, let alone if I have a late fee.
No kidding.
Either that or half the places I used to rent from are probably out of business by now, so it doesn't fucking matter.
This place, guess what the name of the store was?
What?
Movie Place.
Movie Place?
Yeah, so original.
So they're still in business then? If they're suing, they must still be in business.
Doesn't sound like it, but...
Because if they dissolve their company, there's no way that they should be able to sue you for something you did to their company. Interesting.
I don't know. I just saw that and was like, what the fuck?
Awesome. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. John, you got anything else, dude?
No.
You've been pretty quiet today.
I'm a quiet boy. Like I said, I probably would have said more if I would have actually watched the last 2 episodes instead of because they were watching it in the background while they talked about it. So I saw most of it, but I was like, man, I was really just not enjoying Falcon and Winter Soldier. I like Bucky a lot, and I feel like the MCU has just completely tossed him aside.
I think it did give him his my favorite line from Bucky, though. Why didn't you use your robot arm? I'm right-handed. I don't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also find it funny that he does use his metal arm and like is pulling, like his like super soldier muscles are actually going to help pull that arm. It has nothing to do with it. It's just whatever that fucking arm can do, it's going to do. Because it's not attached to any bone or any muscles of his anywhere. They clearly showed it when they showed it disconnected from him.
Oh, that's another thing. I think I said this to you, Mike. I want to see an episode where he learns how to pop that arm off and smack someone with it. Yeah, some arm fall off boy from DC action.
Okay. I have nothing else. Oh, the Oscars happened. That was a thing.
Didn't even realize.
I forgot about that. We talked about that and I still forgot.
Worst ratings ever.
Was it?
It was like 9.8 million.
Yeah.
I stopped caring about the Oscars when I found out not only do they have to pay to get in there, but then they have to bribe them for votes. So I'm like, well, what the fuck is the point of accolades?
They have to pay for their trophies too.
Yeah. They have to pay. Well, the production houses have to campaign for them to even be considered to be nominated. And then once they're nominated, they can, bribe them and shit like that.
Bullshit. It being made should make it considerable for nomination. Like, this is such a rigged fucking system. This is why you don't get a lot of low budget movies at award shows like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that just means that it makes it a meaningless award to me, and all the prestige it had over the years in my eyes is just gone. Fuck you guys.
It's whoever has the most money, and honestly, I feel if you're movie is being put up for an award or whatever amount the production company put towards your campaign to get that award should be considered part of the budget for that movie.
No,
so it affects your box office because that movie winning an award is going to affect the sales of it. So you might as well put that money towards the budget of the movie as well. Which, I mean, some movies might already have it built in there. Who knows?
I say make Twilight the fucking masterpiece of the history because the MTV People's Choice bullshit, better award than the Oscars.
Wait, Twilight?
They won a shit ton at MTV Shove.
Did they?
I have to watch it. My wife does.
Yeah.
They have performers.
There's this thing called another TV in another room.
No, there's not.
Well, there should be.
I have a Switch now, so it's easier.
There's this thing called a computer that has Netflix and
Nope.
No, I think the only thing I really saw with the Oscars that felt like they were actually like doing something for movies, movie history, movie anything, was the shows after the Oscars that were like going back and showing movies throughout the past that have been nominated or whatever. That felt more like paying homage and shit to cinema or films, movies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, than the Oscar show itself. Like, I just couldn't even with that thing. Like, and then they did it in this tiny little room. And I think they could only have like 100 people in there or some shit.
Yeah.
It felt like something Comedy Central would have done. like at the roast of the Oscars or
I was just thinking that.
And then Brad Pitt was up there. I think Brad Pitt hosted or something.
I don't know.
Because he was like doing the award shit or something. I didn't even watch it. I didn't pay attention enough to give a fuck. But
Oscar 2021 host. And
then I know,
you know what? It doesn't tell me on Google, so I don't know, and I'm not looking any further.
Anthony Hopkins won his second ever Oscar, or second or third. Second. Okay.
For The Father.
Yeah. And people were complaining about that Chadwick got snubbed. I'm like, what? Why? Because he died, he automatically gets the award? Like, I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. The way that people were trying to portray it anyways.
What was that for? Was that his baseball movie? Was that his last film?
Chadwick?
Yeah.
That was the Five Bloods, I believe it was.
Okay.
I think that's what he was up for.
Oh, no, his baseball movie was one of his early ones. That's right.
Yeah.
The baseball one was a lot. Like, you're talking when he played
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. Number 42.
That was years ago.
But yeah. Family speaks out on Oscar's loss. This was not a snub. Haha. See, even his family spoke out about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Oscar sucks, so who cares?
Right. The Oscars are a bunch of bullshit anyways, guys.
Fuck you, Oscar.
I would rather watch a show that's actually going to, give me some love for cinema and not who's got the most money, who can bribe me.
Long live the MTV Moon Man.
Yeah. The Oscars already made it even harder too. Well, not necessarily harder, but they put more stipulations on what can even be considered for an Oscar anyways now. Just based on the crew working on the film, not even necessarily the talent and stuff in the movie. I'm like, what's that have to do with anything? That doesn't dictate if a movie's good or not. It's so horseshit. It's such horseshit, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I don't know. I have nothing else really for today. I thought Mortal Kombat would have went the whole time, but doesn't seem like
there's really not a whole lot to talk about with.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah. Well, this was supposed to be a shorter one today too, because I was supposed to have to dip. So, but yeah, even then. All right. Last words for anything we talked about, guys.
No.
Everybody's gonna think John's gonna like go kill himself after this episode because he's so quiet today.
What?
They're gonna be like, is he okay? Like,
won't be here next week, so may the Force be with you early. May the Fourth be with you early.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
Go get
Bad
your jab,
batch.
sir. All right. Well, with that said, thanks everybody for watching and or listening to Operation Babble. You can find us again on Facebook and Twitter at Operation Babble, and you can also email us at operationbabble@outlook.com. Let us know how we're doing, or if you want to try and join on the fun one of these weeks. And you can also become a patron on patreon.com/operationbabble, where we post a bunch of random videos, images. If I do custom backgrounds, you get those too, and all that fun stuff.
Fun.
Everything and anything.
Fun.
Shit.
Ew.
Doo-doo.
That's also gross.
So, with that said, guys, I will do a quote from Mortal Kombat 2021.
Oh.
It better be a Kano one.
Oh, now I gotta find the Kano one?
No, I don't. You don't have to. I was joking.
What? All right, fine. Here we go. Oh, if my computer could come back up.
Do you think that was the actual lizard or just one of his people?
Just one of his people.
All right, here we go. From Kano, Kano, from Mortal Kombat 2021. Let's look at the scoreboard, shall we? I got us the plane. I know how to find your precious little mountain retreat or whatever it is. I killed the lizard man. Huh. Any of you rip anyone's heart out? With that said,
I do it all the time.
Tivis, what did you think?
I liked it.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, can't wait for the sequel to this Mortal Kombat.
It's going to be awesome.
Later, nerds.
It's going to be tight. The Miz for Johnny Cage, by the way. You just finished another great episode of Operation Babble. You can catch every episode of Operation Babble on all your audio streaming services, including SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and more. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/operationbabble and join the conversation today by searching for the Operation Babble group on Facebook. Links also in the description. Thanks and have a great day.